that a person who meditates has a better chance of having an NDE or SDE. Can you please elaborate on this? I do not meditate regularly. Are there other ways to become more open to these experiences? I think we've addressed this a little bit, but maybe just one kind of summary sentence that either of you would like to make, or
well, you know, I'm not.
We've addressed it a lot.
Yeah, I'm not so much of. I am more of an intellectual, folks, as you kind of can imagine, and this is my main way of seeing this is through the intellect, and so in that sense, it's hard to put together, but but just elaborate on the question, just one, because it's so intriguing. Just like, give me like, what are some thoughts about that notion?
Wow, do you want to say, because all I have is just the maybe William.
Well,
yeah.
You know, as I've already, I think I spoke about this. So I don't want to be redundant, but I do think that we see, I mean, I know that we see mindfulness practices in the vast majority of our SDE experiencers in some way. People may say, well, you know, I don't have a particular meditation practice, but if I push them, and Raymond used that term, oftentimes as researchers, we ask follow-up questions to get beyond the terminology and say, well, by any chance, do you, you know, have practices where you balance yourself out, or kind of how do you, what's your self-care practices? And you know, invariably we hear, oh, every day I walk in nature and I really connect with the trees and the nature around me. And they go, well, how often do you do it? Oh, every day for a half an hour, I walk the same path. Well, I mean, that is a mindfulness practice. And so I think there is something about that. And I also think Bruce was getting this, that Raymond shared that earlier, some of the research we found about this expansiveness, this openness, this receptivity in the mind and our minds that play a role in enabling these. So Linda, great question. And if you're not into meditation, which is perfectly fine, you might want to find some practices. And my sense is you probably do have some practices that you may be doing, that you may be exercising already, that are lending yourself to the receptivity to the SDE.
Beautiful. Great.